Every single time I'm editing a YouTube video, rendering a 3D model, or even playing a game, I end up doing the exact same thing. I keep pressing Alt+Tab just to check whether my CPU is overloaded, whether my GPU is actually being used, or how much RAM I have left. Then a few minutes later, I do it all over again. It completely breaks my concentration, and after doing that for years, I finally thought there has to be a better way. So I decided to build my own hardware monitor, something that could sit right beside my laptop, constantly showing me my PC's live CPU, GPU, and RAM usage without me ever leaving the application I'm working in. Right now, it's showing my computer's CPU, GPU, and RAM usage completely live. The numbers update in real time and match what I see in Task Manager, but that's only the first page. With a simple tap, I can switch to a completely different dashboard with a new layout and live bar graphs. Tap once more and the display transforms into a touch mousepad. I can move my finger anywhere across the screen and the cursor follows instantly. The left and right buttons work just like a normal mouse. So how did I actually build it? Let's start from the beginning. Before we touch a single line of code, let's take a look at the hardware because honestly, this is one of the reasons I wanted to build this project in the first place. This is the MaTouch ESP32S3 round display, and every time I work with it, I appreciate one thing more than anything else. There is almost no setup, no soldering, no wiring diagrams, no connecting a separate touchscreen, no wondering if you have swapped TX and RX by mistake. Everything is already integrated into one compact board. For a project like this where the display has to receive live hardware data while also sending touch information back to the computer, having reliable hardware makes a huge difference. The board uses an ESP32S3 which gives us built-in USB support, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, plenty of processing power, and enough memory to drive a smooth graphical interface without struggling. The capacitive touch screen is already built in, which means we can detect swipes, taps, and gestures without adding any extra hardware. And because everything comes pre-assembled, this project becomes much more approachable, especially if you have never soldered electronics before. Now, could you build something similar using a separate ESP32, a touchscreen, and a bunch of jumper wires? Absolutely. But by the time you have connected everything, tested it, and fixed the wiring mistakes we all make at least once, you could have already finished this project. Sometimes paying a little more for a better hardware actually saves you a lot more time. Alright, let's set up the software side because this is where the live magic actually starts happening. Open your command prompt or terminal and run this command. 2 libraries, 2 jobs. Pyautogui is what lets Python actually move your mouse cursor and register clicks on your PC. Think of it as Python's hand on your mouse. Pyserial is the bridge between your laptop and the ESP32. It listens over USB and picks up whatever the display sends. Swipe data, button presses, all of it. Together, these two are what turn a touch display into a working mousepad. Next, install these. psutil is the workhorse for RAM. It pulls memory usage directly from the operating system, live every second, and it just works, no tricks needed. CPU and GPU, on the other hand, were not that simple. That's actually where most of the real engineering on this project happened. Getting these numbers to actually match what you would see in Task Manager took some work. I won't bore you with the details here, but it's all in the code on my Patreon if you want to dig in. With the libraries sorted, let's get the ESP32S3 side ready first. Let me show you how to upload this program. First, go to Tools, Board, ESP32 and select ESP32S3 dev module. Next, go to Tools, Port and select the correct communication port. Then enable USB CDC on board. After that, go to Tools, Flash Size and select 16 MB. Next, go to Tools, Partition Scheme and select 16 Flash, the 3 MB version. And finally, go to Tools, PSRAM and select OPI PSRAM. Once these settings are configured, simply click the Upload button. The code has been successfully uploaded. I'm running Python version 3.13.2 for this project. If you are on a different version, the code should still work, but I would recommend staying close to this one to avoid any library conflicts. Let's start with the lightweight version first. This one only handles mouse movement and clicks, no CPU, GPU or RAM yet. I run this first on its own before touching the full dashboard for one simple reason. If something is wrong with the touch data coming off the display, I want to catch it here, not buried under a wall of live states. One small thing before we run anything. You won't need to go digging through Device Manager to find which COM port your ESP32 landed on. The script scans your available ports itself and picks out the ESP32 automatically. Let's run it. As soon as it starts running, watch this. Every single click is showing up live right here in the terminal. Now that the mouse side is confirmed working, now let's look at the full ESP32S3 code. The one that handles the display, the mouse, and the live states all together. I've already uploaded this to the board the exact same way we just did a moment ago, so I won't walk through those steps again. This is the same mouse logic, plus the live CPU, GPU, and RAM readers running in the background, all sharing the same USB connection. Notice what the display is doing right now. It says offline, waiting for PC. It's not broken. It's just patiently waiting for a connection. And it will automatically snap back to this screen anytime the USB connection drops, so you always know at a glance whether it's actually live. Now let's bring it online. Look at that. The moment data starts streaming in, the display switches itself on. CPU usage updating live. GPU usage matching task manager. RAM usage right there on the glass. And this display isn't just one screen. Page 1, the radial gauge view. Page 2, a digital HUD with bar graphs. Page 3, the touchpad. This is no longer just a display sitting next to my keyboard. This is a live command center for my laptop. When I'm exporting a 4K video, I don't need to Alt+Tab anymore. One glance at this screen tells me exactly what my machine is doing. And here's the part that makes this genuinely futuristic. Watch the cursor on my screen. Drag my finger anywhere in the middle of the screen and the cursor follows. Tap the left or right buttons at the bottom and it clicks exactly like a real mouse. That's the same display acting as a touch mousepad at the exact same time it's showing me live hardware states. One small round display, 3 pages, 2 completely different jobs, 0 soldering, and it looks like something pulled straight out of a control room. If you want the complete Python scripts, the ESP32 code, and all the project files from this video, everything is available on my Patreon. The link is in the description. And to everyone already supporting me there, thank you. So that's all for now. Support me on Patreon for more videos. I hope you liked today's episode. Like and share this video with your friends. See you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.